Hi guys, welcome back again. So today is day 28. So here I finished for the 100 days of DevOps and 100 days of Cloud AWS. Now it is time for Azure. So yesterday we finished for day 27. Now it's for the day 28. So when you read the title, here the title is Troubleshooting Public Virtual Network Configurations. Alright, so if you're ready, I'm also ready. So let's go. So let me type tddraw.com. So we have to find some errors and some issues, and we have to face that, and we have to configure to work properly. So yeah, that's the things that we have to do in this lab. I hope so. So during the loading process, I had cleardraw.com. So I have this diagram here. So on the internet, there are a billion users. They are sending the requests to the related server. So you can simply understand here this diagram. So now we are applying the Azure Cloud for application services. So within the Azure Cloud, we have the VNet. So even within the VNet, we have a subnet. So within the subnet, we have to create our virtual machine to run the application and backend server, web server, database, and so on. A lot of things we have to operate, right? So okay, here you can simply think that here internet users send requests, HTTP requests to this VNet or subnet using public IP address. So when this subnet receives this traffic, incoming traffic, so in the subnet we have to set up with the network security group rules to protect for the privacy, and that incoming request is trustworthy or is untrustworthy. So they will check it out. So here in the NSG we have to create the network security group rules. It is for the HTTP or it is for the SSH access, something like that. So after we create a network security group, we had to attach with the network interface card here, NIC. So this is very important. So network interface is a medium layer to manage this incoming request and for the internet access to this virtual machine. And after that, on the virtual machine, we will run the nginx web server that is listed on port 80. So finally, this nginx server will receive the incoming request, and he will send the web response to this end user. So here in this diagram, the key point is this virtual machine network interface card, NIC. This is the key point, I think, for this lab. Okay. So here we will be the given instruction. So Nautilus DevOps attempt to deploy an nginx server on Azure virtual machine in a public VNet. So VNet name is DevOps VNet, but they were unable to complete the setup successfully, and the server remains inaccessible from the internet. So that's a problem they encounter. So as a DevOps team member, we have to complete the following tasks right here. So the first one is we have to verify VNet configuration. So before we do this verification, let me check for the group list for the resource group name. Okay, let me copy all of this content. Okay, so in this lab, we have to do for the West US region. Remember that. Okay. So how to verify our VNet configuration? How do we do that? Let me check the VM list. Okay. This is a VM list. Here virtual machine name is DevOps VM. So this VM is already created, so we don't need to create new VM. That's fine. And provision state is associated. So let me check there how to get the public ID Azure VM from. Okay, let me find the public IP address of the virtual machine. So let me run this command. So this is resource group name. So I will replace with the Azure value, Azure name. So here resource group name is this. So I will copy that, and here VNet name is this is virtual machine name is DevOps VM. So DevOps -VM. Now I will run this command to get the public IP address. We don't get the public IP address, so the problem is we can simply understand that, this public IP address is not attached to the subnet, so we have to attach this public IP address with this NIC, network security or network interface card. So now also the problem is, okay, let me check it out that we ensure. How about this command? So we need to give the resource group name. So how about let me check for the VNet routing. How to check for the virtual network routing from the CentOS terminal. So so I had to run this command, build effective routings. Maybe something's blocking, I think so. So resource group name is, so I will copy from here again. Alright, so that's great. Okay, so I will run this command. Oh, NIC name. So how to get the NIC name? Get the Azure NIC name from the CentOS terminal. So let me find like this. So here also again. Okay, I need to replace with the correct resource group name. Okay. Yeah, because like I said before, we need to know the NIC the key point for this lab. So alright, so I will copy the resource group name, and I will replace right here. The virtual machine name is DevOps VM. I think so. Okay, now we get the NIC name here. This latest part is the NIC name. I will copy that and I will replace right here. So here I will replace that and I will run this command and to check the route table. So here is, we have this route table here. This is a public access is invalid. So when you check out that these are actively running, that's fine. But here is this one is for the internet. This coming from the internet, right? So the user request coming from the internet, right? So we need to make this is blocking right here. So we need to remove this. So how do we remove this? Okay, let me find that again. How to delete blocking route of Azure subnet from the CentOS terminal. Okay, so we delete the specific route. Alright, I will run this command. So here is resource group name. Also, we need to give the resource group name. Oh, sorry. So resource group name again, I can get from here. Alright, so okay, so and the route table name is here. Route table name is it's not mentioned about right here. Route table name. So we also need to get the route table name. Let me check NIC route table versus group name. So this is okay, specific route and so before. So how to get the route table name and route table name and route name and before we run about command. Okay, so so here okay, let me check that. Yeah, so this is the route table name. Okay, that's great. Okay, inside the route table. So okay, I will run this. So here also I need to give the route table to get the specific route name. So let me check that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so here is a block internet. So this is the route name we need to give here. So now I will run this command again. So here I will copy this to delete the blocking route. So here, so route table name is I will copy this route table name, DevOps RTB. Okay, so now that's great, and I will give the specific route name that we need to delete. So the specific route name is here, block internet. That's fine. Okay, now I will give that, and I will run this command to delete this blocking route. So that will block the internet access, so that will be the error. Okay, so after we deleted the related blocking route, so we need to add the internet access. So let me ask right here. So how to, and after that, how to add new internet hub for public access with 0.0, let me find like this, /0. Okay, so we need to create the route table. But here we don't delete the route table. So route table route. So this is resource group name. Route table name. Wait, let me check the route table again. This is route table the list. This is route list, and this is route table list. So I will use this route table name. So I will use this existing route table. Okay, that's great. So you can get any name that you like to give. So here I will run this command, and here resource group name, we need to give the correct name. So resource group name is, I can copy from here. Alright, so here is route table, there's a DevOps route table, and so you can get any name. Here I give the public internet route. So here address prefix is very important. We do like this, 0.0.0.0/0, and here is next hop type is internet, right? So that's great. So now I will run this command. So you can run this command again. Okay. So when you check out the route table, so you will see internet is here active. So we don't use this. All right, that's great. So anyway, let me check it again. Let me run. It's a bit complicated. Override. So route table route list. Okay, let me run this command again. So yeah, so we just only have this public internet route, so we remove that one. So okay, that's great. So we keep going. So we already got the NIC name, right? NIC name is, where is the NIC name? So here we already have this NIC name. So okay, that's great. So let me keep somewhere. So we keep reading right here. So we have to attach the public IP, and a public IP name is DevOps PIMP already existing, so we don't need to create a new one. So attach this public IP to the virtual machine DevOps to make it accessible from the internet. So okay, so let me copy all this sentence. So here, let me find that. Let me find the new one. So we have to run this command to attach the public IP with the NIC here. So we have that here. This is the NIC, virtual network interface. So we had to attach this public IP network security rule, group rule with the NIC of the virtual machine. So the problem is here again, we need to know NIC IP configuration name. This is not correct. So how to get the NIC configuration name? So let me find again how to get NIC configuration name of Azure subnet from the CentOS terminal. Let me find like that again. So NIC name. Alright, so I will run this command. So we have the NIC name right here. So I will copy this. Okay. So let me run this. Oh, here resource group name also. I don't need that. So resource group name is right here. I will copy that one. Oh wait. Yes, I will replace that and I will run this. So yeah, let me check it out. So here is correct NIC IP configuration name. We should not use this IP configuration one. That's not correct. So here NIC name is network interface card, right? So network interface card's name is this. I will use this name again. Here. So here NIC name. So resource group name is again. I need to copy because we have to make sure all of the resources to work together. Here, and let me go back to the top here. So you will understand this command here. We do the NIC IP configuration update because first of all, this IP here is the public IP is already existing there, but we need to attach this public IP to the virtual machine, right? So to make it accessible from the internet. So okay, so that's why we need to run this command. Where is that? Here. So this NIP configuration update. So this is the virtual machine network interface card. So before Azure virtual machine, we need to aware of this very important network card interface. So we had to associate with the NSG and rules with the NIC. So that's why I need to run this. So when you run this command, you need to get correct name and resource group name and also the public IP address name, right? So public IP address name is DevOps IP, right? So okay, now we run this command for the second requirement. So let me run that. So we successfully attach, right, the public IP address to the virtual machine. So okay, so now we have to make the ensure accessibility confirm the virtual machine demo is accessible on port 80. So I will copy this the whole sentence and let me find another tab. So let me run this. Let me find this. How to confirm from the CentOS terminal. Of Azure. Let me clarify. So how to so this is not too clear right here. So anyway, how to get the public IP address? Let me check how to get the public IP address. Let me run this command to trying to access to the virtual machine. Can we access that? So the key point is, we have to make we had to make to ensure port 80 is open in the network security group. So, but anyway, let me wait. What's wrong? Okay, so let me get the so resource group name is I will get from here again. So that would be like this. Our virtual machine name is DevOps VN. So I will run this. So okay, can I get the public IP address? Okay, we get the public IP address. So can we access with the CURL? And here, using this. So we don't get any response from this virtual machine. So something's there wrong. So okay, so now we have to configure for the network security group. So okay, I will copy again this and how to configure NSG of the front CentOS. So actually we have to add the new inbound rule, right? So because we had to make to open port 80 for this virtual machine. So here again is the correct command. Oh, not here. Oh, yeah, here. So here we need to run this command. So resource group name is I will need to replace again. So resource group name I can get from here. Okay, so NSG name is network security group name is this NIC name. So I had to find it again. So how to get the NSG group name group list of Azure from the CentOS terminal. Sorry, from the CentOS terminal. Oh god. So let me run this command again. So here we have the NSG name, that was VN NSG. So I will replace right here NSG name, and here we name is allow HTTP 80. You can get any name that you like to do. So here priority is 100 and prototype is TCP. That's correct. And destination port range is 80. Yeah, because we are doing for the port 80, right? And here's the access is allowed. So direction is inbound, not outbound. Keep in mind this. Okay, so now I will run this. Okay. Okay, we created an NSG rule for the inbound rule. So now we have to confirm that virtual machine demo is, we have to install the configure and nginx install nginx on DevOps VM. So that we are trying to access this virtual machine using this public IP address. Okay, sorry, wait, let me run this command again. Oh, sorry for that. Oh. Okay, let me run this command again. CURL HTTP. Alright, let me run this. So it's still fail here. Connection refused. So maybe nginx server on the virtual machine is not running properly. I think so. So how do we? So we need to go there. We need to access into the virtual machine using SSH access. So SSH here Azure user, this is default user, so add, and I will use this public IP address, so let me accept there. Yeah, so I will say yes. So now we are on the DevOps VM virtual machine. So we had to install and configure nginx service. So install nginx on DevOps VM and ensure that service is enabled and running. So listing on port 80. So we have 3 requirements within even this requirement 4. So we had to install nginx and we had to make it ensure the service, and we had to make that is listing on port 80. So let me check the system CTS status nginx service. Can we check like that? So here we don't find nginx service, right? So we have to install the nginx. Can I use sudo system CTS status nginx? Yes, the same. So let me install sudo system CTF, and we don't need system CTF. Sudo apt install -1 nginx. Okay. All right. So this nginx service has to be running on port 80. So we're gonna have to wait. Okay, we finished for that. So let me stop the sorry. So let me enable the nginx service. nginx. All right. So and this time we stop the nginx service. start. Alright, so let me run that. So now let me check it again, the status of the nginx service. Yeah, so now nginx service is actively running. So but we had to check for the port number. So how do we check that? So how to check the nginx running port number of Azure VM from the CentOS terminal. Let me open like that. So here, so we can run this command. All right, let me run this. Yeah, so here nginx is actively running in a port 80 right here. Okay, so let me exit from here, and let me try to accept with the public IP address again. Yeah, so finally you will see the welcome page of the nginx service, nginx web server here, like this, nginx web server. All right, so finally we get the web response from this nginx server. So the key point is we have to configure for the network security group rules. We have to add the new inbound rule, and then we have to attach that public IP address to the NIC, something like that, right? So but before we do the solving the problems, you have to try to find the error. So the error is within a route table, something is blocking the internet access, right? Okay, So now we did it, so let me check it out, the final stuff. Click confirm. I think that would be okay. Yeah, so that's it. So this lab is a little bit tricky, complicated, but if I can do it, you can also do it too. You can rely on maybe the AI, you can search in the Google. Yeah, so thanks for watching. See you in the next coming video. Peace out, guys.